The story begins in Vienna in 1769. At a special event, the Empress of Austria watched a famous French magician perform illusions using magnets. While the crowd was captivated, Hungarian inventor Wolfgang von Kempelen was unimpressed. He worked for the Empress, and he told the court he would return in 1 year with a far superior creation. When Kempelen returned, he unveiled the Turk. It was a serious-looking, life-sized wooden mannequin seated at a large cabinet, and it immediately stunned the audience by moving pieces and defeating its opponents at chess. Before every game, Kempelen performed a strict inspection ritual to prove the automaton was real. He would open the left door of the cabinet to reveal a compartment packed tight with intricate machinery and gears. To show there was no one hiding behind the mechanics, he opened the back door and lit a candle, letting the audience see the light shining clearly through the seemingly empty main cabinet. By revealing every compartment in sequence, Kempelen made the prospect of a hidden operator seem physically impossible, leaving his audience to debate how such a feat of engineering could actually think. The Turk was highly capable. It played aggressively, moving its own pieces, calling checkmate, and even laughing in the faces of struggling opponents. For 10 years, rumors of the machine spread across the continent. Driven by overwhelming public demand, Kempelen finally took the Turk out on a massive European tour in 1783. The machine faced off against some of the most skilled chess masters and historical figures of the era. During its final game in France, it easily dismantled Benjamin Franklin, a well-known chess fanatic. The tour sparked wild speculation. Hundreds of articles were published trying to decode the secret. Critics guessed it used hidden magnets, driven by pure automation, or contained a hidden child. Despite the growing scrutiny, the machine's secret remained intact. Kempelen had established a global puzzle that the most brilliant minds of the era were unable to solve. After Kempelen's death, the machine was sold to a German inventor named Johann Melzel. He decoded the secret, packed up the cabinet, and took the tour all the way to America. The truth was entirely analog. The Turk was operated by a full-grown human operator, an expert chess master hidden inside the cabinet at all times. The fake machinery and the bottom drawer did not extend all the way to the back of the cabinet. This left a hollow cavity under a false floor, creating a space for the operator to stretch out their legs. The inspection ritual was a carefully timed dance. Before the left door was open to the audience, the operator sat on a movable chair and slid forward into the right side main compartment, pulling a secret false wall shut behind them. As the presenter closed the left side and prepared to open the main compartments, the operator slid back into their original position on the left, securing a second panel in front of them to hide completely from view. This precise spatial choreography allowed the operator to continuously dodge the audience's line of sight. The misdirection was physically engineered straight into the wood of the cabinet. Once the doors are locked and the performance began, the hidden master set up their workspace. Inside the dark body of the machine, the operator opened a hidden door, revealing a lit candle, a private chessboard, and a complex mechanical lever. This lever was a pantograph mechanism. Using a system of strings, it perfectly mimicked the operator's movements and transferred them directly to the wooden arm of the Turk above. The operator used a pointer to trace coordinates on their private board. They would lift the pointer to raise the arm and twist to close the Turk's wooden fingers around a specific piece. To see what their opponent was doing on the board above, the operator would look up at a false ceiling. Underneath every square hung small magnets attached to copper wires. The opponent's chess pieces contained magnets in their bases. Whenever a piece was picked up, the corresponding tracker magnet underneath would drop and wobble for about 30 seconds, signaling exactly which piece had moved. The Turk did not calculate moves or strategize. It was an elaborate, real-time mechanical translation device sitting between two human minds. Melzel took this machine across America, securing victories against massive historical figures, including Napoleon Bonaparte. But the illusion nearly collapsed in Baltimore. Two young boys climbed onto a storage shed, looked down, and saw Melzel opening the cabinet to let a man climb out. The story hit the local newspaper. Days later, the newspaper retracted the article. The boys' account couldn't be definitively verified, and the public chose to trust the machine's reputation over the witness testimony. Famous poet Edgar Allan Poe eventually inspected the machine himself. He became obsessed and wrote a detailed essay correctly deducing that a human operator was seeing the board and making the moves. Yet the tours continued. The public's desire to witness a marvel consistently overpowered logical skepticism, allowing the trick to survive multiple, highly accurate exposures. The act only ended through sheer bad luck. In the 1830s, Maelzel died suddenly at sea, leaving the 70-year-old machine without its showman. It was donated to a museum in Philadelphia, where it sat for over a decade. Then a massive fire swept through the building. The Turk was completely destroyed in the blaze. It appeared the machine had finally taken its 90-year secret to the grave. But a year after the fire, the son of the machine's final owner published an article, finally confessing the mechanical truth behind the illusion. To this day, the original operator of the Turk remains unknown. Over a century, a quiet lineage of elite chess masters played thousands of games inside a dark, cramped box and never broke character. The Turk's legacy is defined by its ability to mirror our own obsession with artificial intelligence long before the technology was possible. It showed that we are often willing to believe in the impossible, as long as the staging is convincing enough.